just found a brand new AI tool that lets you build AI employees that can begin to automate your work in seconds. And the best part about this tool is that you don't have to know how to code in order to use it, and it's totally beginner friendly. And on top of that, it's free to get started with. By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what that tool is, how you can start to use it, and 5 use cases you need to start using with this today so you can start automating hours of work every single day. Now that new AI tool that I'm talking about is going to be Lindy AI 3.0, because now with Lindy, you can literally just come over here, type into a chat box exactly what you want. For example, I want to create an AI workflow that helps me determine if leads are a good fit for my business. The trigger should be somebody filling out a form. AI should then be used to determine if they're a good fit based on their form. And then an email should be sent to them saying if they're approved or not. Now, all I have to do is say this to AI, and this is going to go through, and this is then going to build out that AI lead qualification workflow. Again, I don't have to do the work here. It says, great, I'll help you create your lead qualification workflow. To get started building your agent, you'll need to click the link to the flow editor. Once you're in the flow editor, I can go through setting it up, and it tells me the 3 steps that we're gonna go through. So now I'm gonna click on build agent right here, and this is going to bring up this agent builder right here, which is now going to begin to actually build out this agent. Now in the past, what I would have to do is go through and I would have to manually build this out myself. I would have to put in a trigger, I would have to put in action, I would have to have it search a knowledge base, enter a loop, conditions, and different agent steps. But now I don't have to do that anymore because this is going to ask me questions. I'm going to answer them and it does the work for me. So this comes over here and says, what form tool do you use? I'm going to say I use Google Forms. Qualification criteria, I'm going to say how much they're willing to spend and how big their company is. For the email platform, I am going to say Gmail. Now, what this is going to go through and do is this is actually going to build out this automation for me. It's going to set up all these different modules. We can see that it keeps going back and forth with me. And what I really like about this, and this is what I really find unique to Lindy, is this actually goes through and has me confirm several different times exactly what is going to be happening. I'm going to say great right here because this looks exactly like what I want. Somebody's going to fill out a Google form. AI is going to evaluate it to see if they're based on a good fit between the budget and company size. And if they're approved, they're going to get sent an email saying that. If they're not approved, they're then going to get sent a rejection email. So I'm going to say great. And now this is going to go through and actually build this out. Now, the reason that I like this actually going through and asking me all these questions is because otherwise what ends up happening is AI just runs off and builds you something that you then have to spend more time fixing than actually using. But that's not the case with Lindy. You're going to see that Lindy is literally going to go through, build all of this out, and then we're going to see exactly how this works. Okay, so now we can see that this right here is actually built out. Now, one thing that I would note right here, we could see getting actions and it failed. Now, the reason that it failed is because Google Forms actually isn't accepted as a trigger right here. So this went through and built it out with Typeform, which is totally fine. But again, we could see exactly what this workflow does. And now this tells me exactly how to set this up. And this will go through and walk me through step by step all the little things that I need to do when I click into each of these in order to actually get this built out. Okay, so let's actually go through and set this up. I'm going to click on Connect Typeform right here. What this is going to do is this is going to bring up how this can actually access my Typeform. We can see all the things that it is actually going to do here. And then we're going to see that we can go through and actually connect this. So this is connected right here. We can choose a form right here. So this is going to go through and then we need to come over to Typeform right here and see. So my branded Typeform, that is going to be the form that we want to use. So we're going to click that right there. And then this is going to be saved and this is going to be set up. Now, the next thing that we need to do is we need to come over here. We can choose the model that we're going to use right here. And I'm going to go with Claude 4 Sonnet because that's totally fine. And this says, go down this path if the lead has sufficient budget and company size. And then this says rejected. Go down this path if it does not have this. So what we have to actually do is determine what is going to be approved and what is not going to be approved. So we need to train the model on this. Now, what I did was I went in here and just modified this so that it understands what's good and what's bad. So somebody should be approved if they make over $10,000 a month, or if their budget's over $10,000 a month, and if their company's more than 50 people. If it's less than 50 people or under $10,000 a month, they should get rejected here. And then what this is going to do is actually go through this logic right here as a result of that. Now, what we need to do from here is we need to come over here and actually fill out what this email is going to be. We could see that it's extracting the email address from the form submission. This will go through and this will tell us if they're approved or if they're not approved. And then we could actually set all of this up. So we could set this up to be a draft or just to send automatically. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go through here. We're going to deploy this and then we're going to test this out live to see if this actually works. Okay, so we're going to come over here. And again, I literally just set this up. We're going to come over to this type form right here. We're going to start. We're going to enter our email address. I'm going to put in my email right here. What is your budget? I'm going to put $15,000, or we'll just do 150,000. Company size, I'm going to choose 51 to 200. We're going to click on submit. Now let's see what's actually happening over in Lindy over here. So as we can see, all these tasks are going to show up right here. It does take a second or two for it to actually show up here. But what we could see is that this actually went through and evaluated a lead at 1:22 p.m. It's currently 1:22. I'm not sure if you guys could see the time here, but this went through and this determined whether or not this lead was good for my business, and then it actually sent out this application approval. Now, if I open up my inbox over here, what are we going to see? We're going to see that I now have an email from myself, application approved, welcome, and this went through and actually set up exactly what they could do. And guess what? This was all automated. No human needed to actually do this. Now, before we get into a few of those automations that you can get started with today, I need you to smash that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest changes in AI. I upload videos like this every single day, and you're not going to want to miss them. Now, use case number one is going to be building out a customer support email responder. Check this out right here. We can see right here, this is going to get triggered every single time that an email gets received. What it is then going to do is it is going to search that email content and determine whether or not in the knowledge base it has the answer to whatever it is. And then here it's going to determine if it found an answer. If the answer was in the knowledge base, it will respond to their email. If the answer was not in the knowledge base, it will alert us via Slack that it wasn't able to complete the task. And what this will do is cut down how much customer support team you need or how much time they actually have to spend answering questions that are really simple that could have just been answered from an FAQ or a knowledge base. Use case number two is going to be using this in order to actually chat with your meetings. Now, this right here is incredibly powerful. Basically, you could interact with this three different ways. You could come over here and you could send a message on Lindy. You could Slack this bot right here, or you can send an email. Now, essentially what you are going to be doing is you are going to be going through and you are going to set up a knowledge base, which is just going to be all of your meeting notes. They can come from files, from text, from websites, Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, Notion, Freshdesk. Doesn't matter where they're coming from, but this is going to build up a knowledge base of everything that you have. Now, what you can do is ping that knowledge base either on Lindy, on Slack, on email. It will check whether or not it actually has the answer here. It will see which channel it needs to respond to, and then it will send you the correct answer. And this right here is a game changer because personally, I always forget what was said in meetings or what my follow-ups were or the next time we're going to chat or something like that. But now I don't have to try to remember that, and it's totally fine if I forget it because I can chat with my meetings forever via a bunch of different channels and not just one. Now, in addition to that, if you're creating content, you can set up this content repurposing agent. This right here tells you exactly how it works. So it says, hello, I'm your content repurposing assistant, ready to help transform your content across different platforms. Simply share a link to content from Instagram or YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn or X or any blog post. Tell me what platform you want to repurpose it for. It's then going to analyze that original piece of content and then is going to write it to fit your target platform style, format, and audience perfectly. Now, if we actually come into the flow editor right here, we could see how this actually works, and we could see everything that it's doing here. And one thing that I would strongly recommend that you do is actually come in here and train this with your voice, with your style, with what works in your niche and what's actually working on each of these platforms. And you'll see this can literally take anything and it can recreate it and repurpose it into anything. So now you could put out way more content without way more effort. Or you could build out this SEO audit agent. And I want you to think about this. You could use this internally, or you can use this as a service that you're selling. So essentially what's going to happen here is you will have to message this Lindy agent right here. It then goes through conditions of whether or not the website link is available. It actually extracts the website data, runs it through SEO best practices, runs it through different competitors, and then sends you a message for whether or not you need to actually change something. And if we come into the settings right here, we could see exactly what this is going to look like. We could train it on different memories. We could put this on different models. And this right here is pretty crazy. If we come over to test right here, you could see exactly how this works by you just chatting with this. For example, I just put in one of my websites right here, robertbenjaminconsulting.com. This went through, and we could see it actually go through each of these things where it's extracting the website data, it's running it through SEO best practices, it's searching the internet for competitors, it's then going to compare my SEO to competitors, and then it's going to give me a report of what I can actually change. And you could use this internally, you could use it as a lead magnet, or you could quite literally sell this as a service. Look at what this actually gave me. This gave me an audit right here. It gives me an executive summary, technical SEO analysis, gives me on-page SEO assessments, different things I can change, content quality analysis, areas for improvement, a bunch of different things that I could do, competitive benchmarks, and it gives me an action plan about what I can do and what I can expect in the next few weeks and the next few months. And then the final use case I wanted to show off here, I know that I showed you that customer agent before. You could set this up for WhatsApp, for phone support, for SMS, for website customer support. You can literally set up support and automate that across any function or any vertical that you want. And Lindy has thousands of templates that you could choose from, implement into your business today, and start saving and getting back hours of your life every single day by spinning up these AI employees that automate your work. Not sure if you've seen the reports yet, but Goldman Sachs just came out and said that they think in the next 12 months, AI is going to replace over 300 million jobs. So my question for you is, are you going to be one of those people that's replacing those jobs, or are you going to be one of the people that gets replaced because you didn't embrace AI? And that's exactly why I created AI Automation School that you could check out at the pinned comment below. In fact, I have special launch pricing right now. So if you want to stay ahead of what's happening in AI and you want to learn how to automate your work with AI, how to make more money with AI, how to build AI agents without knowing having to code, or you just want me to audit your personal AI workflow so we could speed things up for you, I strongly suggest that you check it out. Now, if you like this video, I'd strongly suggest you check out this video right here that walks you through 5 brand new changes to ChatGPT I guarantee you haven't heard of yet. I'll see you over there.